How's it going, guys? Barely wins. Back with another For Honor for your face. Today we're doing some more duels. First game up, playing as the Warden. Turns out, Lee's not a very good Warden. Who could have guessed it? I thought, Warlord, Warden kind of sounds the same, mix it up a little bit. Yep. Stick with what you know, people. If there's anything we're going to learn from today, stick with what you know. Because Lee, not the best Warden in the world. Coming into this first game, as you can see, I'm learning the fucking abilities. Bear in mind, I'm level 10 on the Warden. Like, I've spent time on this character. But still, no idea. Absolutely zero. Coming into this first game against a Raider. Raiders stand potential for being probably one of the most annoying and irritating to play against when it comes to their grappling. And it just gets on my nipples. Like, twistiest of nipples. So irritating. As you will see from later in this game, I slowly begin to go insane. So opening up into the first game, I'm playing defensive because I'm still learning the character. I'm trying to learn his moveset. I'm trying to learn his pattern going forward. Because if there's one thing I've picked up from playing this game, every little bastard has the same move rotation they'll do repeatedly. Anyways, so I'm kind of getting my dick pushed in. My shit is being violently shoved back into my rectum, up into my internal. Because I can't figure out for the fucking life of me the stamina usage on this poxy warrior. All game I'm going out of stamina because I'm using it as if it's the Warlord, and it's not the Warlord. My Warlord I've specifically built for stamina regen. Whereas this knight is not. I've just gone raw power on the bastard. Just smash people in the faces, as you can see. Just nicely slice his throat open with my massive throbbing sword. And that's great. The rest of the game, not so pretty. This guy just gets cheesier and cheesier and cheesier. So the second round coming in, still not confident. But this is the round where the guy discovers that he has an unblockable grab. And oh my god, if he doesn't utilise that. Sorry, did I say utilise? Use that. He also starts to run away. And if there's one thing that started cropping up more and more recently, is the amount of motherfuckers that run away every single fucking time. And some people do it for no reason out. Some do it because they're just trying to push you off. Others do it because they just fancy a jog. Increase that cardiovascular. And others just like, oh no, you've got to chase me all the way down middle lane of the M3 at rush hour. Just because I can. And it honestly makes you want to bludgeon myself to death. With a Beanie Baby. Bludgeoning yourself. It's not about that life. As you can see, I keep missing blocks. And it's really, really starting to piss me off. I keep missing my unblockable shoulder bash. I keep missing up. And he just keeps picking me up over and over and over again. And I drop the ball. I think I start to get frustrated in the fact that I'm not doing well. And I kind of lose concentration and I just start slipping up. So we're getting back in now. I'm holding back. I'm not engaging. I barely engage on the knight at all. Because I can't get my head around it. Like, he's got high attack, but his mobility is crazy low. Dodging can sometimes be a bit. Even his like quick attacks, light attacks, aren't that quick, and so I fuck up a lot. And as you can see, I'm fucking shit. Arthur would fuck me off the round table and put me on the slightly crooked table with all the other special knights. This was just embarrassing. By this point, I've more or less accepted this loss. So I'm kind of trying to eke it out. But this guy is hyper aggressive. Continually. Continually opening on me. Without fail. Always. Wasn't my proudest moment. Certainly wasn't. A bit emotional. A bit sad. Slightly upset me, but you know, it's all gravy, boys. It's all gravy. We're getting on. We're moving and grooving. So as you can see, third round, straight in with the I'm gonna pick you up and fuck you up. I'm kind of standing there at this point like a scared child, just kind of getting back. And it was frustrating. What frustrated me was, if I was on the Warlord, I was more than convinced that I would have won. I have no shame in sitting here going, I would have won if I was on the Warlord. Because this guy wasn't that good. I just didn't have the mobility, and I didn't have the understanding of the character I was playing on. Come up with anything effective. Ipso facto, I'm fucking shit. 10 out of 10 will not play Warden again. And I keep getting too aggressive. Whereas on the Warlords, you can get a bit more. You can afford to be that bit more aggressive because you've got a giant buckler attached to you. On this guy, shit. And I lost. Didn't bear. I just stared into a pit of despair, having to relive this again. It's so stressful. Do it. It's just too much. Round 4 coming in. I'm like, this time I'm gonna win. I'm gonna fucking kick the shit into you. I'm gonna bludgeon you to death. But yeah, unfortunately, not the case. Because King of Grapples over here thinks it's fucking smart to continuously throw me into shit, which I do not appreciate. And I just have the living shit kicked out. See? I just can't get any combos in because I'm a fucking noob. I'm the worst player this game has ever seen, and he can just absolutely throttle me. So I know you know it. I know you know it. I'm going to play the ultra defensive. Don't have much hope for myself, but you know, we're going to give it a crack. Turns out, could have done a better job of giving it a crack. But you win some, you lose some. Today, I didn't just lose. He put his fist into my anal cavity and pulled my heart out. I can safely say, wasn't a good time. Wasn't a good time. So we got a nice, whatever they're called, smaller samurai, quicker, more irritable samurai. Second duel. I'm hyped. I'm back on the Warden. The Warlord. I know what I'm doing. I feel confident. I've no issue taking down these weedy little guys. Or so I thought. But this guy is the prime example of why this game can be abused if you're on the right map. And it is really, really annoying. So as usual, trying to get in that early game knockoff because it's easy like that. Nearly get him there, but he didn't stumble too far. And then I almost blocked myself off the fucking edge. So he obviously clocks what we're trying to do and comes down here because he's like, please do not punch me in the tits. So we're going round. I'm back. I don't want to be too hostile because I'm coming off the back of that game. So as you can see, 2 hits that was, and I just did 2 blocks of damage basically. And this is where he starts to explode. And he just runs and runs and runs and runs. See, he's going for the jog down the M25 right now. Going to central London from Woking. And then I just kind of, well, I'm like, I ain't fucking playing this game with you. And I think so I'm just going to stand there and fucking taunt. And he obviously grasped that. I don't think he liked that. So he's like, well, fucking brilliant. And obviously, you know, we've got to embarrass the guy. The guy's just tried to make me look a mug. He's tried to make me look like a fucking mug, boy. So what we're going to do, we're going to throw him in a fucking water and he's sleeping with the fishes. Right. And that's a game, boys. That's game 1. Coming into round 2, what's going to happen? You don't know. I don't know. I do know. Act like I don't know. Serious. So this time I'm just like, yeah, we're gonna go. We're gonna go, boys. We're gonna go full attack mode, and we're gonna bludgeon him. And what happens? Well, bludgeon him to death. I mean, he gets that cheeky 3-hit combo on me that I just wasn't expecting. To be honest. Usually, I'm used to this guy doing it, running away. So he kind of got me off guard a little bit there. But I'm not backing up. I've got my stamina regen, which I'm now used to again, so I can afford to be on the offensive. Yo, that was a nice dodge, actually. I'll give it to him. Dodge was good. Dodge was nice. That over the head probably would have taken under half health. But not enough, I'm afraid, lad. Not enough, I'm afraid, lad. So he just gets hyper defensive again, starts trying to line of sight me around. Got to walk off the arena. But again. Spin, headbutt, where's your teeth? Good night. I think this game would be quite cool if it had X-rays like Sniper Elite 4, just for the executions. I think it would look fucking awesome, especially with one like that. Like you could watch the jaw go and everything. Fucking it'd be gruesome. Fucking, you know, why not, boys? It's 2017. Does anyone really get offended by violence anymore? No. I mean, the government's still sitting there probably pointing their finger. Violence causes children to be affected. For some reason I couldn't get my shield knock there off. Well, shield knock there off. So much break that. I couldn't get my knock off. Twice I failed in a row. I was like, oh, okay then. But I get in 3 heavy attacks in a row. And I managed to dodge the knock off there. Almost, in fairness, could have caught me with if his throw distance was a bit further. Never mind. And a good night. And we do actually get the rage quit. Straight up, picked up his PS4 and blatantly threw it out the window because he could not handle the spanking that he just could not handle it. So, got confidence now. My ego is now bigger than the Christmas tree in Central Park. We're going to get this. Coming up against a Warden. This is basically like if I was fighting me from before. So I'm just basically just can't lie. I had the confident head on my shoulder. I was turning around. I was about ready to break a motherfucker. I know what man's going on for. Let's do this, team. 18 lockup. 4-5 head get chucked. But again, I'm playing defensive because I've played against some Wardens that I know will kick my fucking teeth in. And this guy had a fair, I think it was like level 17. So he's man's been making movements on the road. You know it is. I missed my first block. Hit him with the second. Then we follow on. Making sure not to push too hard because this guy had a lot of damage. Even his light attacks were half a block. Absolutely brilliant. So I'm just playing it cool, playing it slow, making sure I hit my unblockable. And have him. The thing with Warden, I can't play Wardens, but effective Warden will probably dick most people. We get in with a tasty execution. Tasty execution. And that's all she wrote. As you can see, guys, my recording quality is probably a bit better today because my Elgato actually. Took me about 16,000 days to set it up with 19 hours of labour and many swear words. But we got there and it looks pretty good. So coming into the second round, he plays a bit more aggressive. I'm trying to bait him a little bit with some blocking and defense. Because he would continually hit his right. He would always do 2 light attacks to the right continuously. Which kind of made him super predictable by the end of it. So I'm hitting in, trying to, just going for a little bit of poke. Really. We're going for poke. Not being too aggressive, because, as I said, if I get caught by one of his combos, after the first game, he figured out that my over the head does a lot of damage, and that he actually now decides that blocking it would probably be the best. And I don't get any off in this round, I don't think. So I just kind of have to play around it. Because obviously the over the head is a main source for a Warlord to get his damage off. Unpredictable. Because you have 2 abilities which are triggered the same way. You have your unblockable shield bash and then well, you know, you're But unfortunately, he does get his revenge. So I now have to kite him. Similar health, but fortunately, the ball does get slightly dropped. I went for the over the head when I should have gone for the block, and I do lose this round. I still feel confident though. This guy's level 19 actually. I take that back. So he's a lot higher. Yeah, I should have gone for a block, but went for the overhead. Kind of not really thinking about it because I knew all game, well, all round that he was predicting that I was going to do it. But I let it slip. We're coming into this third round now. I have to play it a bit more careful. Don't want to get caught. Start hitting him with the unblockable headbutt a bit more. There's just the overhead's just not working for me. He's figured out. He's got my kryptonite. He's got me on the ropes here because with no over the head smash, am I actually a warlord? I don't know. Am I? Who knows? Fuck no. Could be, but could not be. So he gets a good combo on me here, and you know it's just a matter of let's not get my dick pushed in. Not just yet. Playing a bit too hostile, but he backed up then, meaning that he didn't get that swing. My fault. On my part was lucky. So you're going for the overhead. He's now sidestepping it constantly or blocking it. So it's just not doing it for me. I got lucky there. You didn't get that. But what I do have, my secret weapon, is that I also have high built blocking revenge build. And everything I block gives me a nice healthy chunk of revenge bar. And thankfully I blocked enough there that popped because I feel that if that didn't happen, probably would have. Almost guaranteed would have. Coming into the third round now, I feel a lot more confident. I found my flow. I figured out what this guy's doing, what his kind of moveset is. The one suggestion I do not be moved. I know it's tempting to go for the combos, but just mix it up. A lot of people kind of go for your left and rights, and not enough people use the above strikes. Kind of is the reason a lot of people lose. Not a lot of people attack from all three directions. They just attack with the left and right, and in the second and third rounds, it's just going to make you super predictable. I managed to get quite a good game off on this. Had him on the back foot, backing himself. Was a plus and -1.5. Get him in with the headbutt, just push it even further back. Completely shutting him down and locking him. It was a good game. I enjoyed it. This guy his blocking wasn't great, but his attacks, and fair play to him. He's the only one that's actually learned and that I've played thus far that was blocked by over the heads. Everyone else kind of just seems to ignore them, and I'm not really sure why. We do manage to clip him with the light attack there as he was over. And that is game. This has been Barely Wins. You've been watching For Honor Duels. Catch me in the next video. Bless.